Hello, and welcome or welcome back to my channel, Stitches with Love. My name is Elizabeth. This is my little corner of the internet where I share all about my knitting adventures on and off the needles. And I've got a lot to talk about today, so if you are interested, grab a cup of something to sip on, a project if you have anything on your needles, and we're going to get started. I'm drinking a Georgia peach polar seltzer water. This is a new flavor. I'm trying really hard to kick sugar. It's not going very well. Um, and actually, soda has been, for whatever reason, one of the easiest things for me to cut out of my life. So I've switched completely to Zevias and to seltzer waters that don't have any sweeteners. And I really like this particular one. All right, so today is going to be a little bit different. I'm still going to do an update on the June sock of the month. And actually, I think I'll go ahead and start with that before I get into the other stuff I have to share. So the June sock of the month, when last I shared, I only had this much done. I had just started the cuff because I ripped it out. I was just not happy with how it was looking. And then I've gotten this far. This is such a tangled mess. Oh my goodness sakes. Okay, I'll mess with that later. So I've gotten past the gusset. I'm now working on the foot portion. I'm doing a much shorter leg than I would normally do. Normally my sock legs are much longer, but this is going to be a pair of shorty socks because it's summertime. And because I do have a recipient in mind, I thought that this person might prefer something a little shorter and a little more summer friendly. But I love the colorway. I decided not to do a coordinating color for the June socks. Not because I don't have anything to go with it, but because I just didn't care for the color I was originally going to do. And so I'm just going to do one color, and I'm really happy with how it's looking. This is still the first June sock of the month, and according to the calendar, I don't have a lot of days left this month. So if there's any hope of finishing within the month of June, I really need to get myself going and get these a lot further along. So that's the June sock of the month update. I don't remember if it was the last video or another one where I shared that I'm making another Musselburgh hat. I'm only going to show you this because it was in my June sock of the month bag because I'm working on multiple things at one time. It doesn't look very big, but this is actually an adult medium size. I've made it before. The one I did previously was adult medium, and I had just enough yarn to make it, and it was a great size. So this is for my husband. This is his Christmas gift. Both of our sons are growing very quickly, and so they are growing out of everything that they own. And the hats that we do have, they're just really wearing out, and they've had many years and seasons of lots of wear, lots of love, and I think they're just about due to have some new hats made. So if everything goes according to my plan, and in the knitting world it doesn't usually, I will have a hat for my husband and a new hat for each of our sons. So we'll see if that actually happens or not. I figure if I start now, then I will have technically plenty of time to get them made up. And I already have the yarn, so it's really just a matter of getting it done. So Christmas present number 1 is started. And let's see here. Now I have some other knitting to talk about. So I'm sorry for the tapping in the background. My little guy is on the other side of this wall in the playroom, and he's just being really, really loud. So I hope it doesn't pick up too much on the video. So I'm still doing the May sock of the month. This is the part where I'm going to show you just the socks of the month that have not been completed. I think I have made only one sock of the month pair within the actual month, and I'm not even sure. February socks are done and gifted, and I don't remember if I actually finished those within the month of February, but I thought it might be kind of interesting to pull out all of my previous socks of the month starting last November and up to now, just to show you that they're still in progress. These are not all of the socks in progress. These are just exclusively socks of the month. So we'll work backward. So these are the May socks. They are not done. They're really close. I think I'm overwhelming myself unnecessarily because I start socks expecting that I will get them done within a month, and it just hasn't happened that way. But then in my mind, I have to start the next month on the 1st, and then I just keep going, but then I don't get anything else done. I need to work on that, I think. So this is the second May sock of the month. Really close to getting done. I haven't counted the rows, so I'm not sure just how many I have left before I can actually do the toe. It's not very much, and I probably should just work on this over the weekend and get it done. I probably could. So this is the second of the pair. Okay, so that's May. That was last month. Now we're going to go back a few more months. And we're going to go to January. I keep telling myself I'm just going to finish all of these socks. And then I just don't. So this is January. The first one is done. The second one is still on the gusset. So sad. These do have a recipient in mind, and so do the May socks, but I'm not going to tell you who they are on the off chance that they happen to see this video. So, January of 26 and May of 26. Okay. Now we're going to go back a little further and go to 2025. And I really need to get these done by the same month of this year because it would be embarrassing to start on a November sock of the month in 26 when I haven't even finished the 2025, but we'll get to that. So this is December 2025. Oh, hey, I don't think I realized I even finished the first one. Well, that's kind of a surprise, actually. I thought I was still on the first. Well, yay me. Cool. So, all right. So I have one sock done for December 25, which clearly I forgot because I was thinking I was still on the first one. December 2025. And I did begin the cuff and leg section of the second one. These are a pair for myself, but it would still be nice to finish them. Okay, so December 2025. And this is so embarrassing. November of 2025. And again, same thing. I do have one sock done. This is kind of pathetic. If it takes me a month to only make one sock, or like 1.5 socks, I really think I need to step up my game. All right, so here's one sock from November 2025. I think I was going to make these for myself. I don't think I had a recipient in mind specifically, and I do have the second one started. Pretty good progress. So again, it's just a matter of actually finishing. So I just thought that might be kind of an interesting thing to share. They will all get done eventually. The people that I'm making socks for, most of them don't even know that they're coming their way, but they still need to get done. I have one, two, three, and 4 socks of the month that I have not finished. So I think I need to do some tandem knitting and work on those as I work on all of my other knitting projects. And I always have so many. I do this to myself. It's absolutely my fault that I have all this knitting undone. I'll put those there for now. Okay. One more thing I'm going to show you for the knitting, and then I'm going to move on to non-knitting related things. So we have family pictures coming up, I think next week. I guess it's next week because we're almost at the end of June. Oh my gosh. I have made some pretty good progress, but not a lot, on my summer weight cardigan. Where am I in the pattern? Let's see. I have finished the shaping for the bust. So now I'm just working on, I'm in the middle of a row, so it's kind of hard to tell. Now I'm just working on the edge decreases. I still really like this yarn. I like the pattern. It's working up really well. I just haven't been working on it super consistently, like I really need to be. So I think I'll work on that some more this weekend and really try to get some good progress made on this, because I really only have a week left. And actually not even, let's see, yeah, a little over a week, maybe a week and a half. So if I plan to wear this for pictures, I need to get moving. And I think that's all for the knitting. I really haven't been working on anything but socks and my cardigan. Nothing new in the world of crochet right now. I haven't made anything new. I'm thinking about doing another scrappy, stripy granny shawl because I really loved that. And we'll see. I have some yarn mail I'm waiting on. I'm waiting for a new project bag to come in for another sock of the month. And let's see, there was something else. Oh, yes. I ordered a Halloween knit along. It's a mystery knit along. I'll talk about that a little more when it gets closer. And then I finally found a yarn advent that I am able to afford. And so I'm really excited. I talked about that, I think, back in December when I was trying to do a Vlogmas. And so I'm hoping that all will work out and they won't sell out before I'm able to order. So I'll share about that more when it gets actually ordered and closer. That's all for the knitting. Now I'm going to move on to non-knitting related stuff. All right, so last night was Bunko, which was so much fun. We just had a blast. And I got a prize. So the way that we do Bunko, everybody gets a prize. So there's one for, let's see if I can remember, most losses, most wins, most Bunko, last Bunko, and I think there's another one. But everybody walks away with a prize. So this was what I picked. It's a beautiful Starbucks tumbler. It's really pretty. And then there are goodies inside. So I have 2 scrunchies. And it was so funny because I saw these and I just laughed because I remember when I was growing up in like the 90s and scrunchies were really a big thing. So now I have 2 of them to hold my hair back. Those are very useful. And then there are a couple of little sanitizers in here from Bath and Body Works. This one is their regular hand gel sanitizer, Blue Skies and Sunshine, which is kind of a musky, cologne-y smell. Not one I would normally wear, but I do like it actually. And then this one is a hand spray sanitizer called 1,000 Wishes. And I don't know what this one smells like. Let's see. Oh, kind of. Oh, there we go. That's better. It's I don't know how to describe it. It smells kind of perfumey, but really light, kind of subtle. That's a very nice fragrance. I like that. So that's my non-knitting. You can never have too many hand sanitizers. And we're on the go all the time, so we're constantly touching things, and my children are always getting into things. So it'll be really nice to have these in my bag. Couple new scrunchies and a new water cup, and I am all set for my upcoming summer adventures. Let's see. I haven't done reading or watching for a while. I am reading via audiobook, a book that I actually started in a physical copy, but because reading a physical book right now is difficult, not because I can't do it, just because it's difficult for me to find time in my day where I'm not completely exhausted and I can actually sit down and focus on something that I'm reading. So I checked out the physical copy from the library and started it, but then I found it on audiobook. So I put a hold on that through Libby, which is a library app, and it just came in recently. So now I'm finishing the book via audio version. And it's called The Little Old Lady Who Broke All the Rules. And I'm sorry, I don't remember the author's name. It's set in Sweden. It's a hilarious book. It has been just so much fun to read. And then I have a couple more I picked up from the library, physical copies, but I haven't really, I've looked at the covers and that's about it. So they may or may not actually get read. Kind of a goal of mine this year is to really get back into sitting down and reading a book in my hands. I used to do it all the time and I loved it. I miss reading. I'm trying to think. I don't watch a lot of TV in general, but once in a while I will go through and I'll watch a series that I grew up watching in, the 90s or early 2000s. Right now I'm watching The Nanny with Fran Drescher. Funny show. And I think I'm on season 3 of that right now, and I just watch it as I have time. So it's not like I'm sitting there for hours on end just binge watching. I don't do that. And I think that's really it. I have not a lot of exciting stuff going on. It's Father's Day, and we're going to be going out to the train park here pretty soon with our family, and then I'll call my dad a little later and wish him happy Father's Day. And I think just a quiet day. Other than that, not a lot going on. Until next time, happy knitting. I hope that whatever you find yourself doing today, it is a lovely time. And I'll see you later. God bless.